This is the story of the super force of space explorers.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Taco Tuesday on Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki, and with me, of course, is the Mexicans of the Mexicans, Mexican Ironman.
Okay, now you're just showing off with your intros. Okay, now you're just like, yesterday was really good. Now you're not, and today, now you're really showing off with you've always had the best show intros.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, the only one I think that maybe compete would be like Perry from Friday Night Tights, but that's a very different.
Oh, style. Perry Chan's like, dude, yeah, Perry Chan's in a whole different league. I love getting to do those, guys. I love getting to edit when I have the time, and I'm not like, I had a lot of time down because of my knee, so I got to toy around with some stuff that I haven't been able to toy around with in a while. So I love doing the intros. But no, Perry Chan's in a whole fucking another stratosphere than I am.
Yeah, but these are great. Good job.
I'm self-taught, no lessons, dad guy. Self-taught, no lessons, dad. That's like me. And then you got like a pro that went to school for this shit. So
yeah, let me as we get started the show, before you say hi to everyone, let me just say anybody. Normally I talk to people in chat, but today we're doing comic book reviews, so I'm not talking to anybody in chat. I'm just on the show on the screen because I got a lot of comics to show. So my keyboard's off to the side. So please forgive me, everyone who's watching the show, that I'm not talking to you right now.
Before we get to that, I just want to say big congratulations go out to Elon Musk. You crazy bastard, you did it. The son of a bitch, he actually did it. Absolutely go
ahead.
No, go ahead.
What people aren't talking too much about was the funny thing. I haven't heard too many people talk about this. Maybe it's been on the news. I don't watch as much cable news as I used to. But when this announcement came up a few weeks ago, when this issue started unraveling and opening up, I was like, Twitter's they have their quarterly earnings coming up, because I own Twitter stock. I've owned Twitter stock. I've owned it for a while, and I bought more recently. And I knew that there was because we get these emails, and so I knew that they had a quarterly meeting coming up. So I think this guy deliberately did like a 30-day countdown, where he knew that they were going to have a board, their quarterly results, and they'd have to deal with this one way or the other. And I think he had all of his ducks in a row. And it's kind of like a guy who's like Like, yeah, so if you don't let me take over your country, Twitter, you just really should. Here's the offer. Okay, you don't take okay, hold on, let me just enter in some nuclear codes. Okay, huh? Okay, we're just gonna go to DEFCON 1 now. You know what I mean? He just ratcheted it up and here's the thing. These morons who, this board of directors, these righteous fucks or fracks. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss so early in the morning.
No, it's cool.
But they didn't even own 1% of the stock of the company. And Elon's offering like a 30%, 40% premium or something like that on the purchase price. So I'll tell you this much: if they didn't take his offer, Mexican Ironman, when he got his proxy thingy in the mail, is definitely down to sue these mofos, and they would have faced a ton of little lawsuits. So I don't know. Apparently, bravery and chivalry is alive. Well, I don't know about chivalry, but bravery and courage is alive in the modern tech world. Loki, what say you?
Absolutely. There's already word out that basically the higher ups put a freeze on anyone that can manipulate the algorithm, anything through Twitter, so that none of the employees can sabotage it, because there were threats by the employees of sabotaging the whole system and bringing it down if Elon Musk bought it. Kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy talk when you work for a company and you say, well, I'd rather take down the company than give it to Elon Musk. That's kind of odd, isn't it?
You know what I have to say to that?
And Keely Chow, I would love if Elon bought YouTube from Google. That's not going to happen, but I would love that. Open up the algorithm, brother. Open up the algorithm.
Buy Netflix. I don't know. Netflix market cap right now, even with the stock going down, is 100 billion. I mean, it's only so this cat only has so many billions to fling around here.
Yeah, and he's taking Twitter private. It's his company now. It's not a public company. He's taking Twitter private.
So good.
So he has bought it, lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels. He has the keys to the castle. We'll see what he does with it.
Yep.
So, who's going to go first this morning?
Well, I think since Comicsgate and independent comics, all things start back with Ethan Sciver, and you and I both know that you have a much more comprehensive Ethan Van Sciver. You have what I want. Well, you have the most comprehensive. So let's start with Ethan, and we'll go back and forth from there.
Okay. All right. Let me get it.
We'll warm up with some Vampirella.
Well, Vampirella is in here, believe it or not. There is some there is some Cyberfrog Vampirella crossover in here.
Well, here, let me do. I'll do a warm up here. I'll do a little warm up here for everybody here. Okay, I'll do a little warm up. So, all caps comic.
All caps comic, along with Dynamite.
Okay. Yeah, look at that. All right. There's our Vampirella here. Let me get. Is it coming through okay on the? Does it look okay on?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, there's.
I have yet to open those. I mean, that's one of the ones I have, but I've yet to open any of those. They're still in the slip covers they came in.
Well, some things I'm going to show today. It'll be the first time. Okay, so look at that.
MB Geek with the $5 super chat says SJWs flip out about Northman being an all-white, also crying an African American bought Twitter. You just can't please these haters. Absolutely not. MB Geek, let's talk. And thank you for the $5 super chat, brother.
Look at this. I love this format where it's black and white, and now we're coming to the end of it. I love the format where it's black and white with the color offset. I just love it.
Brightest day, Vampirella crossover. I'll be in my bunk.
And then, of course, here, this one. See that?
Yep, I've got that too.
You got this one too?
I've got that too. Those are the Vampirella Cyberfrog crossover books.
Mexican Ironman likes a good bite, late at night. Oh, I did a rhyme. Mexican Ironman likes a good bite late at night.
Pat S. with a $1.99 super chat. Good morning, Pat S. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Says, we want to see the spinner rack.
Well, the camera's not aimed in that direction. So that'll have to be next week's show.
Spinners, dog, spinners.
All right. So that's our warm up. Vampirella, including one signed by Ethan Van Sciver.
All right, let me share my window here. Chrome tab, my drive. Okay, so we're gonna go in order that I took these. This is the latest box. This is a box. This is not a comic. If you want to grab chat while I'm doing this, I would appreciate that.
You want me to stay on top of the super chats?
Sure.
Okay, let me go over to that menu.
This is the Cyberfrog Blood Honey box set. This just came out and has a bunch of really cool stuff inside of it. So that's like the box opened up. I know it's like vertical. I don't know why it did that. Usually it auto corrects. This is the card pack that comes into it. I have not opened this. So this is all you're going to get. I'm not opening any of this. This is my vaulted collection.
Sweet. Trinoculus P real quick says, I want Elon to add video streaming to Twitter and make YouTube obsolete.
That's not a bad idea at all.
That's not a freaking bad idea at all. All right,
this is Cyberfrog, the art of John Malin. I've got two different versions of this. I've got this one, and we have this one. This is the Unleashed Tiger variant. Both signed. This is the ultimate Cyberfrog Blood Honey silver cover. This is not the chromium. This is not the chromium, although I do have the chromium. The chromium.
What is that right there?
This is the ultimate Cyberfrog Blood Honey silverback book.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know about that one, let alone, boy, did I miss it, and I didn't even know about it. Real quick, Soul Assassin has a question. Does anyone know what kind of glue is best to re-glue a comic to the cover?
I do not know. I've never glued a comic back together.
Soul Assassin, I would refer you to 24/7's channel.
Yes.
When 24/7 goes live, I would go to him, or I would go to Clobby, Clobber and Times channel. Those are the two go-tos for that kind of stuff, sure.
So this, everything you've seen so far came in that Blood Honey box.
Wow.
This is the white back ultimate Blood Honey. An all white back ultimate Blood Honey. That is another one from Ethan that also came in that Cyberfrog Blood Honey. This is a Blood Honey drained Salamandroid on the cover. I love Salamandroid. I've got toys. I've got toys. When Loki starts buying toys, yeah, and I love his art. I love the cover art. I love the comic book art. I was in a penny for a pound as soon as Ethan did his original campaign. I was in, and I got the top tier.
Well, did you know Ethan from back in the day? I mean, like Green Lantern type DC.
Yes.
Days? Okay, so did I, because I'm a huge Green Lantern fan.
Now this is really a neat little thing here. This is the warts and all hardback protector case. So if you want to read the original Blood Honey, this is what you want to get. That's the backing. And then you get the complete 90s Cyberfrog. That's a thick book. That is the hardback. Because I've got the softback too. I got this all in the warts and all collection. I'll show you the box for that here in a minute. This is the Frogapalooza, never before published art. This comes with the warts and all pack. So there's both of them in the hardback protector case. And then that's the big box. That is the complete 90s Cyberfrog warts and all box. And beautiful art all over the box. I keep everything. It ships in, every little thing. That is a little backpack. That's a little green backpack that came. I'm going to be taking this with us to ICC when we go for the Star Wars collection. That's going to be one of the bags I take for one of the days we go to the ICC. That way, if I get any goodies, anything to take home, I could put it in that bag. So Cyber Frog will be represented in Nashville. I love that cover where they're like fist bumping. Salamandroid and
Oh,
Cyber
I love
Frog.
that one.
Yeah. Yes. So that's a 1998 like package. You've got stickers, you've got magnets, you've got cards. It's one of the cool little things, extras you got. More extras. I absolutely love the bonus stuff Ethan throws in. I mean, you were getting your money worth. There's the Vampirella.
Yep. Ironcaster with a $2 super chat says the best indie comic is Captain America. I have that. In fact, Ironcaster, maybe I'll feature that on an upcoming episode. One of the things that I've been wanting to do for a long time is start featuring these indie comics that I've been collecting. Captain America is pretty awesome, I gotta say.
Yes.
Really enjoyed that run. All right, back to Vampirella.
Oh yeah, Vampirella is looking good on the cover, along with Cyberfrog and Salamandroid Vengeance of Vampirella. She looks so damn good. Absolutely looks awesome. Red Planet.
I was gonna say my good friend Robert Brian Rizzo. I'm gonna post on my Twitter. He's in a voting competition today. It'll be up on my Twitter later this afternoon. Everybody check it out. Now, let me ask you a question about Cyberfrog.
Shoot.
Were you aware of Cyberfrog back in the 90s? Because I was not.
No, I was not. I didn't know about Cyberfrog. I didn't collect the comics back in the 90s. I had no idea. I knew Ethan's work from Green Lantern. But when he went with that campaign during the High Council days, the old school High Council days, I immediately bought in. I said I liked his work when he did the Green Lantern books. I'm sure I'll love Cyberfrog. One of the things I am doing now is going back and finding the 90s Cyberfrog books. I don't care what condition they're in. I'll buy them. I want the whole collection.
So you don't want just the book, because you've already got the complete collection in the novel,
in the hardback,
hardback form. You want the actual books, the individual books.
I want the original books. That's right.
Speaker for the Dead says EVS is awesome and deserves all the success. He has indeed earned it.
He has. Absolutely he has. And he really, you talk about a pioneer for indie comics. Ethan helped a lot of people start, even people that don't particularly like Ethan anymore. And like me and Mike talked before we decided to do this, we talked about it and we said, you know what, it doesn't really matter whether we do, like I talk about Ethan and you talk about War Campaign. It doesn't even matter how they feel about each other because we love their work. And that's, to us, that is all that matters, is their work.
Right.
How beautiful the art is, how wonderful the books are. That's what matters to us. If they don't get along in real life, if they don't get along online, that's their business. It's not ours. We can appreciate all their work, and it doesn't matter who they like or who they dislike.
Speaking of which, before you keep going, let me shift gears and go to John Malin, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
Can I go to John Malin, who is another pioneer and original OG of here? Let me start my camera.
Here, let me.
I'll do it. Oh,
there we go.
There we go. All right, so John Malin, another one of the original Comicsgate pioneers. This is Graveyard Shift. This is volume 1. One of my favorite books. You guys can get a sense of this.
That looks great.
Oh,
that looks so great.
So, look at the way that it jumps out at you. You know what I mean? Just the layout of the 2-page layout is fantastic. Here, let me show you some more of my favorite. There's one more coming out. This one here.
Graveyard Shift is so good. I almost included all those because I do have the whole collection for Graveyard Shift.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go through,
including the bonus books, the resales when he comes out with a new book and they end up selling all the old books in with a new cover. I still get all those.
So now I'm gonna go to volume 2.
Yep.
Love this cover, and of course, Looky Look.
Signed.
Looky Look by Malin and Polton. Yep, by the boys.
Did you get the custom artwork too? The custom art piece
for
those?
No. I'm not super big on perks. There's very few. I got another book come on another auteur coming up soon, but I'll show you some of the perks. But I'm really not big on extra perks. I'm really more about the books. And the thing about look at that, look at this coloring.
No, they all look great. You're very comfortable opening them up.
Well, that's something I wanted to talk to you about because one of the things about me is that every one of these, every book that I order, and this is why I think, I think this summer I realized what I'm going to do with my channel, which is that since I've got a lot of notoriety on YouTube and I'm on a lot of channels, I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start publishing my book reviews on little short videos on my channel. I want to help promote these authors. I mean, someone like Malin and EVS, they don't need me at all, obviously, right? But some of these other books, the smaller campaigns, which I mean, all the ones I'm going to do today are large campaigns, but that's something I love these books. So what happens is when I order them, I'm not ordering them as a collector. I'm ordering them as a reader. Speaking of which, I don't know if Adega's in the chat today, but me and my kid for Father's Day are going to. I'm going to try for Father's Day. Adega sent me his book. It's not a comic book, but it's a sci-fi book. And
Evolution.
Yeah, and so me and my kid.
Yeah.
So check this out. So me and my kid, are going to spend 5 days together, and I'm going to see if I can record a video review with my kid, father-son review of Adega's book. Anyway, I think the thing about comic books and books.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Before you go on, let me just let everybody know, guys, Adega Outlaw's book, Evolution, the original book he came out with, the one that sold on Amazon, is releasing on hardback at the end of next month on the 30th. Very limited copies, guys. Very, very limited copy, limited time. If you want the original Adega Outlaw book, Evolution, this is your chance to get it and get it on hardback. But it's going to be available for a limited time. Then it's going to go back to being on softback, and that's going to be the only way you can get it. If you want that hardback book, I suggest you get one. I'm ordering 2.
Loki, is there any reason you think Mexican Iron Man may have ordered the supplemental copy?
Yes, I saw that too.
So when you say am I comfortable, or yeah, because every book that I buy, I want to read it and open it. So I want to open it and read it. I should say. I'm thinking in Spanish. So I know from a collector standpoint, but I don't buy these books from a collector standpoint. My viewpoint in supporting independent comics comes as a fan of the comic book medium first and foremost. So I'm not really worried about I'm not worried about resale because I'm not buying any of these books for resale value. I'm buying them for enjoyment value as a fan. And
you can collect without worrying about resale value. See, yeah. I collect without really worrying about that.
Yeah. All right, you're up. Back to you.
Hold on. Back to me.
I'll control the board. Snowdub Live with a $2 super chat says Skull and Tuck and Roll.
Thank you so much. So now this is the original Chromium book. This is the first Cyber Frog book I bought. This was in the original campaign. I was one of the first people to back it. I went top tier with the Chromium cover. This was like first original. He's on the High Council. He's asking people to get his book and support him. And I was like, hell yeah, that's the least I can do. Ethan, Jeremy, and Jeff gave me so many hours of entertainment while I was rehabbing on that damn couch that I was like, no, this is the least I can do, is get his book. And I wanted to get the best one. I wanted to back the best one. I'm absolutely blown away when I got this. And yes, I did pull this out of the sleeve and open it and look at it and read it. It's signed on the inside. He didn't sign these on the front for whatever reason. That was his choice. But if you open it up on the first page, it's signed with the chromium cover. So I love that book. I will always love that book. That is the album. There's like a collector album that you can get. This came in that big box, that warts and all box. So you can put all your cards in here, all your collector's cards. If you have the Cyberfrog collector's cards.
Oh, that's good thinking in advance. That's really smart.
Yep. And this is the back of that. bought that collector's card set. So I love Ethan's art. Every time I see Salamandroid and Cyberfrog, I'm like, oh, dude, it's perfect.
So, did you hear about the new Salamandroid coffee mug that just got released on Saturday?
Yes, I did.
Did you order one?
Yes, I did.
Ah, look at you! You are on top of it, bro.
Oh yeah.
You are on it.
There's a 4 set of toys I got. I could not find those, no matter what I did. I do have the big Salamandroid, but I couldn't find. I got it like a 4-pack of toys, somewhere in my office closet. But I was going through boxes and I couldn't stand there. I stood there for like an hour going through stuff, and my leg was just killing me. So, and that was after doing a stream with Kalabi that lasted till after 11 last night. So, that's another warts and all. That's the softback for warts and all. So you saw the hardback that came in that green protective sleeve. This is the softback. I have opened that up and looked at it. Coloring book. A Cyberfrog coloring book.
Wow, I didn't even know that existed.
You got to get it in that big pack, in that warts and all box pack.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That was, wait. Was that part of the package, or was that an add-on perk?
No, that was part of the package. That was part of that warts and all package. Dude, that box is a big ass box. That's like this box the size of what my Xbox came in.
Right. Speaker for the Dead asked, did anyone get Jawbreakers when it came out? Come on, Speaker for the Dead. Of course I got Jawbreakers. Now, I'm not showing it today. It's not on the agenda today, but it's absolutely in the Mexican Ironman Indie Comics collection. Absolutely. I'll feature that down the road somehow, some way, someplace. Hey, I just realized if Bodega's thing's coming out, at the end of it's coming at the end of June?
At the end of May 30th.
So it'll be perfect. Okay, so cool. So there's good timing then if I do the review with my kid for Father's Day. Sweet. All right. Oh my God. So the coloring book comes with the pack. It's not something you buy extra then.
No, it comes with the pack. Go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say, okay, go ahead. Next one.
I'm just saying I love line art. So whenever I see something like this, I'm like, oh my God, I have to buy it. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be Superman. It could be Harley Quinn. It could be Wonder Woman. It could be Batman. It could be anything. Right. When I see line art like this is an instant buy for me. I love the black and white style before you put the color in. I absolutely love it. I'm a nut when it comes to the line art. So getting to get multiple versions of that, like that and this, I'm just a sucker. I'm going to pay. I'm going to put the pony up and I'm going to put the money up. Okay, that is the Salamandroid action figure. Oh! That I could find. So that's the big box Salamandroid action figure.
Have you taken it out of the box yet?
No, I haven't opened it. I won't open it. It'll stay that way. I don't keep it because I'm going to sell it. I'm never going to sell any of this. So before anybody's like, oh, Loki's just buying it because he's going to let it sit there and rack up points and then sell it on eBay. No, this will be with me till the day I die and will get passed down the line to someone else. Right. This is my collection. This is my vault. I swore when I left Branson, I would never, ever sell anything out of any of my collections ever again. And I will not.
Your boy Hojo asks, has anyone peeped the Blue Metal She omnibus cover? No. I have not. Leia,
and that's it.
Mexican Ironman, will there be a Darth Poppy comic book? I don't know. That's funny that you asked that. I have been talking or thinking or debating doing something like with Brown Lantern and Mark. And, a long time ago, me and Gary used to kid around back before he blew up like crazy on YouTube when it was just like me, him, and about, 100 of our favorite friends over at Nerdrotic about doing a comic book called Crisis on Infinite Tijuanas featuring Mexican Ironman. But I don't know. All right, I got some more to do. Here we go. So I was turn my camera on. Okay, so this is a smaller campaign. This is from one of the smaller campaigns of Comicsgate. How did I hear about these guys? I heard about them from one of Mandy's shows. Why did I buy this? Well, I lived in Miami for a number of years. I lived in Miami for a number of years, and so this one's called Magic Cop. I mean, you can easily tell I've read it a couple times here because the spine is. So this is the Ed Comics, and so what this is a story of it's like Miami Vice meets the supernatural, alien kind of. It's kind of like like Agent Mulder, but he's a Miami Vice cop. And I really enjoyed the book. I thought the book was a lot. I think it's a lot. The book was a lot of fun. I thought it was a really fun read. I thought it was a really fun take. Um, um, I just really enjoyed it. And I don't know. That's for my
The art looks very like very 70s styles.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it.
It's more of a 70s
Vice City, like Miami Vice.
Exactly. And there's some perks. There's some perks that came in the second one. So the second one around, I went ahead and went for some of the perks here. Oh, God, come on. It's hard when you're wearing gloves, but I don't like touching anything because my hands are so oily. Usually. So these are some cards.
I could have said something very insensitive, but look, you held back and didn't.
Because I'm a greasy Mexican. Because I'm a
God, dirty, I love you.
I'm a dirty greaseball Mexican. Something along something along those lines.
Oh my God, I love you, brother.
Bookmark. Okay. And then let's go to the second book. The second book was called look at the title. White Lines. White Lines, pure as the driven snow.
For those of you who don't know what snow means, anyway.
Well, it could mean snow dub.
No, that's a totally different kind of snow.
Right.
And from the fact they're seeing invisible people and werewolves, they probably are on snow.
I mean, to me, the second book that they did is better than the first in terms of professional execution. Although I probably like the first story better, but I'm not sure why I like the first book's story better. I think it's because I found it so, outlandish. It's, there's a little Total Recall vibe and feel in here. There's some, Agent Mulder feel. There's some classic superhero feel. And then, of course, the Miami Vice, theme kind of permeates through it and all. Anyway, I really enjoy it. I'm really happy that I did this campaign.
Crisis in Infinite Tijuanas, tacos, senoritas, and a pup named Bambino.
Yeah. Something like that. All right, let me go get my next talk to the chat and do some super chats. I gotta get the next book ready.
All right. Mark the Ambulance Tired says all that oil from the taco truck will do that, Mexican Ironman. Man Squatch says avocado oil is good for comic books, Mexican Ironman.
What? I heard that. Are people talking smack while I get the next book ready?
Ironcaster says Snowdub, the puppet fueled by Co. Yes. And good morning to Dega. Good morning, Keely Chow. Good morning, Snowdub Poopaskewer, my favorite polar bear on YouTube. Ironcaster, what's going on, brother? Isaj Melody, good morning. How are you doing? Mark the Infinitely Tired is here, ladies and gentlemen. Speaker for the dead, Brian. What is going on there, brother? How are you doing? Chris Persia, the Wrench of Wrenches, is here. Good morning. Moni G, good morning. Punk Waddle, what is up, brother? Leia Rose, good morning. Leia Rose, how are you doing? Good morning. Hope you guys are all doing well. Your boy Hojo, what's up, your boy Hojo? Cobra, saying your name, Hojo, makes you think, yo, Joe. Daryl the Derelict greetings program. How are you doing this morning? While we take this small, short interluding break, moving on to Mexican Ironman's other comics. And like I said earlier, it doesn't really matter. People have beef. They have beef. That doesn't mean as a fan, you have to pick and choose. It doesn't matter whether your content creators are fighting. It doesn't matter whether someone has a beef with someone else. You as fans have the opportunity to like whoever you want and not get entangled in bullshit. Especially don't let other people's wrenches entangle you in bullshit. We have some really great wrenches here on Mornings of Mischief. Chris Persia, Mark the Infinitely Tired.
I can't say that about every channel.
Can't say that about every channel, but we have a really good wrench team, and they're not the type that's going to tell you who you need to like or who you don't need to like. Don't ever listen to that shit. Don't let people pressure you into being in one camp or the other. Go where you want, like what you want, be who you want. Don't get pushed into being someone you don't want to be. Go ahead, Mike. You ready?
Yep, ready to rock and roll, baby.
Let's go.
All right, so now we're going to go to
Wart the Wizard,
the queen of Comicsgate, who I have everything that she's ever put out in terms of the various campaigns. I look to Mandy came to Comicsgate at a very important time. In fact, what I love about Mandy is the fact that she came in again Comicsgate pure of heart, and she came in at a time when people within Comicsgate were already fighting with each other. There was a lot of battle going on within and without, meaning that, within the Comicsgate groups, and then there were people on the outside attacking. I mean, that still happens in large measure. But so Mandy comes onto the scene, and bless her heart, and I mean that in a very positive way, is that she came in pure of heart, and she didn't really care. She didn't know about all the backstories, and she never took the time to figure out the backstories and the politics and the drama. She just came in, and I've said this many, many times, which is that, I don't know, it's probably an overreach for me to say that she saved Comicsgate, not some, and maybe I'm using the wrong words. I don't know what she did is she added a breath of fresh air and a unifying voice that everybody could get behind her, and focus less on the politics and focus more on the fun of putting out books.
She not only put a beautiful face on Comicsgate, she brought it a beautiful heart too.
I mean, Mandy's smoking hot, and all that stuff. But to me, what makes Mandy is her heart and her soul. And I'm going to go a step further. It's not just her heart and soul. It's her mind, because she knows her shit when it comes to comics, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
She really knows her stuff, like big time. And I got infinite respect for her as a comic book reader, and as a comic, as an analyst for books. And I turned to her for leadership and advice as to what books I should back. So a vast majority of the books I back come from her recommendation. So she's Stuntman Comics, created, written, illustrated, colored, and lettered by Mandy Summers, Wart the Wizard. I got a set. So the books I'm going to show, I actually ordered 2, and I sent my kid a set, and for reading. He loves them. Okay, so Max really enjoys them. So check it out, Wart the Wizard. And the great thing about this book is that it's kid friendly, but as an adult, those of us that have the kid inside, we can appreciate this book, because all of us, I don't care if you're 8, 18, 28, 58, whatever, or somewhere in 68, 78, somewhere in between, there's still a kid inside of us all.
And I remember looking through this book and thinking Smurfs back in the day. You remember Smurfs? There's some very Smurf-like images that I'm like, oh my God, this reminds me of the Smurfs. And when someone is able to do that, when someone is able to bring out childhood in you, and look, there's Cecil. And yes, it's Cecil. It's like a wonderful feeling, and she has that ability. She really does, whether it's a more adult comic, whether it's more kids comic, whatever it is. She has that ability to do that. That's something special. Not everybody can do that, guys.
What do you think? Cool, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I love that book. I really love this book. I really love it. And of course,
signature.
Yep. Here's another cover.
That's just a variant?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I did not get on the Wart the Wizard bandwagon. I did get a copy of Pirate Queen.
I have well, I'll do a different feature. I have the entire run of, I have everything Wart the Wizard and I have everything Pirate Queen. Now, even though earlier I was talking about that I don't do a lot of perks, I did perk it up for perk it up, get it?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of funny, huh? Perk it up. Okay, this is the Sunday Follies. It's a little short little one. Really cute. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
The style. And already just in the 3 or 4 book authors that we've shown this morning, you see a lot of variant in terms of the style, right?
Right. It makes me hate the fact that I didn't get a chance to back Wart the Wizard.
Oh,
it really does.
It's really fun. And I really bought these for Max more than anything else. Mark the Infinitely Tired says to Punk Waddle, he's taken on the role of Mexican war machine because Mexican Iron Man finally admitted my Mexicalian count is higher than his. Hence the new avatar, thanks to Chris Persia. Yeah, Mexican Iron Man has hereby decreed that Mark, not that it's a tough, Mark may be more Mexican than me because, well, first of all, anyone who knows me pretty well knows I'm not like that Mexican. I mean, I look Mexican, but I'm not really that Mexican. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else we got here. What else we got here? Okay, hold on. Wait, I got some more things somewhere. Where they go? Okay. Wait, here, let me turn the camera off here while I get ready again.
Okay. Mexican Iron Man will return shortly.
Yeah, I just need 2 minutes.
Your lumbago acting up? Your taco not rising to attention? Is your burrito a little stale? Order right now Mexican Iron Man 9000 juice to help you with your current everyday lifting problems. Order now. 1-855 Mexican Iron Man supplements. That's 1-855 Mexican Iron Man supplements.
Wait,
Order
what are you selling over there behind my back? What are you doing? I heard
nothing.
I'm back on the. I'm back. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna show us off some of the perks. Let's see here. Here's John Hayes's Nan the Necromancer. Really like this book too.
Oh, absolutely.
I ordered 2 of these. Now, this is going back to what we talked about in terms of style. Sometimes great stories and art comes from just the pencil, the black and white penciled out line drawings. Because I think what happens when we have these kinds of books is that it enables, and from where I sit, it enables the imagination to take on sort of the color aspects and the, you can focus more on the story. And I really love this style. Whenever I have a chance to buy a book from any author that puts one out, I love buying these. It's that same, to me, it's a similar feeling that I get when I'm reading a book and you're looking at words, but in your mind adds that color and that 3-dimensional aspect to the story.
That was absolutely excellent.
Yeah, it's great. So that's Nan the Necromancer. And then here's some of the cute little perks. There's the bookmark. Wart the Wizard. Okay. We've got cute little Perky Perks. Mandy card.
Oh, she's got a Mandy. Oh, that is awesome.
See that? It's a Mandy card.
It has nipples.
And then, look, here's the best part. She actually kissed it and signed it.
Aww.
Like, that's like actual lipstick. That's not print. It's not like a stamp or something.
Gesture of Sin says Mexican Iron Man endorsed supplements. Where's my wallet?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll improve your dating life. I actually need to spend less time on my dating life. I need a Mexican Iron Man needs to find that one true love and settle down. That's what he needs to do. Okay. Then we got these. These are art cards. See? Here's another one.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it great? And then we have one of these.
Love the line art. Fucking sucker for line art.
Yeah. I mean, I just love this stuff. Absolutely love it. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Did I miss anything on this stack? No. Okay, I think that's everything I got for today. I mean, I've got stacks and stacks and stacks. So I think.
Oh, I know.
I think that's everybody that was going to feature today. Yeah, that's everybody for today. So now Mandy, of course, I've got all of her other books and stuff too, but we'll save that for another day. So we've
got to do more of these in the future, because I know I've got collections of stuff, but you've got a lot of stuff from War Campaign, from Ethan, from Mandy, from pretty much everybody. You are a huge supporter of independent comics.
I would be hard pressed. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the biggest guy out there, but I have more. I mean, I have. Well, you see my Indiegogo login, right?
Yeah.
I mean, my Indiegogo login goes on for what, 14, 15 pages?
Pages of backed projects, ladies and gentlemen.
I've been doing this for like 3 years now, 3 years-ish, give or take. So, and I love it. And what I need to do, though, I think I need to start promoting some of these books as a fan, because since none of these, I'm not, I'm not, any kind of special consideration. I don't want any. I'm just a fan. And I was so, what originally brought me, people think that I came to YouTube because of, I don't know, Star Wars or Star Trek. That's not why I came here. I originally came here for comic books. Originally. I mean, you know that story.
Yeah. Well, if anybody out there doesn't know, almost all the team ups with me and Mike started because of comic books. It was the comic book stuff that really brought me and you together to work collaboratively.
I saw one store. I saw one store close, and then I saw another store close, and then another store close in my my little local regional area. And then I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And of course, the books had been the quality had been kind of weirdo spotty for a while. I hadn't bought any. And then of course, my collection was sold in a garage sale, by an aunt of mine. And I decided I want to get back into it. So that's what brought me to YouTube. And, I was looking the other day, and interestingly enough, although I'm probably known for Midnight's Edge and your channel and Doomcock and other channels and stuff like that, where people know me or whatever, my longest running membership as a channel member is Ethan Van Sciver. I've been a channel member there. Like, I just sent them a member chat the other day. I think it's like 33 or 36 months or something.
The Jeremy over in Geeks and Gamers. That's what brought me into Fandom Menace, what brought me into High Council. And it was just by accident. I found his trailer review for Last Jedi before Last Jedi came out.
Okay.
He seemed very excited about it. I was very excited about it.
The whole planet was excited.
He was, he was so excited about it. And then we kind of both went through that aftershock after we saw it.
Right.
Until we realized that it was a giant steaming hunk of shit.
Right.
So I think both of the reactions were pretty much like this. Hold on one second, guys.
That is one big pile of shit.
Pretty much that was the reaction I think we both had. And then followed him to High Council. So met everyone on the High Council and fell in love with that show. Found Ethan. Loved his artwork. Loved what he was doing with Cyberfrog. Loved hearing those guys hang out, and that eventually led me to find Doomcock and get introduced to Mexican Ironman.
Yep. So. Chancellor Keely's Childs. I do own Shadow of the Kraken. That is one of the campaigns I backed, and I do have that. It's downstairs in my glass cabinet, which I need to move up here to my spinner racks. And Sunsworn, I think, did I back Sunsworn? I think I did. Wait, is that Red Gaze's book, Sunsworn?
I think so.
If it's Red Gaze's book, I have that too. That's in my other cabinet downstairs. If that was Red Gaze's book, I have that one too.
Good morning, Dork Knight.
Damn, it's like I don't think I realized how many independent comics campaigns I've backed.
Is there anything that you didn't get a chance to back that you would go back and back?
Well, oddly enough, the funny thing is that here's the funny irony. Although it was Ethan Van Sciver that got me into Comicsgate and independent comics, I got so far into supporting all these different campaigns that I took my eye off the ball, and like you have a very thorough collection. You have all the things that I wish I had that I don't have. You do, and that's what bums me out is that I do not have a complete. All I have from Ethan Van Sciver is what you've seen, unless it's old Green Lantern books.
But those old Green Lantern books are amazing.
Yeah, I've only got a few of them and the few that I have are the ones that I picked up on eBay at one time or another, and I only have like I think 3 or 4. I mean, I used to have everything back before my comic book collection was sold. I mean, I had everything, and also too. When I say I was a Green Lantern fan, it wasn't just the Ethan Van Sciver stuff. Probably my favorite comic book of all time was the Green Lantern Green Arrow team up series. I owned all of those books back in the day, and that was my favorite of all time. It was a weird combo, but yeah.
Stephen Glenn says, "Hello to Loki and Valhalla. I hope to see some of you in Nashville at the end of the month. Just a couple of days away, brother. Just a couple of days away."
I got to make a decision. I was going to drive out on Thursday, but I don't know. I probably should leave Thursday night.
I'm leaving Thursday morning. There will be some pre-recorded stuff on the channel for Thursday and Friday, guys, but we will be doing live streams, a couple of live streams hopefully, and some uploads. We're gonna do a card video. We're gonna do at least one live stream at the convention, or after, if I can. I don't know, with that many people there, if I'll be able to get a decent enough collection to do a walk around. I'm going to try my best, but I don't know if that's gonna work or not. So we'll see.
And with that, we have Rod Thunderheart.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, Rod Thunderheart. Stone Loki says, "Thank you, Mexican Iron Man, for see-through love support." Yeah, me and Rod are going to be doing a live stream probably in a couple weeks. I'm trying to get it with 2 or 3 other notable YouTubers that have read his book and do a roundtable with them. But if it just ends up being me and Rod, it'll just be me and Rod. So that's another independent creator that I'm trying to support. He wrote this awesome book. I actually reread half of it twice. The ending is awesome. I don't want to give it away, but yeah. So, and then Adega makes a comment that Blood Witch is going to be dropping the same day as Evolution. I don't know if you highlighted that earlier.
No, I did not. I thought that was going to be after, but that is excellent news. That's 4 books. That's 4 books I'm going to be ordering. You got me for 4 books, Adega. 2 Evolution and 2 Blood Witch.
Yep. So we'll be promoting the hell out of that. And I think hopefully we found the link, and the link's in the chat.
Pacific 414 says, "Seeing the 2 of you on various streams was how I was introduced to you. Having had a chance to stream with the both of you is an experience I don't regret and hope to do more of in the future. Thank you so very much, brother.
Aw.
Thank you.
I think he meant, and I thought I was going to read like, it was an honor to stream with Loki, and Mexican Ironman was okay too. I just did last night. I just did. I hate doing late night streams, even though, well, except for our Friday nights. But because what happens is when I stream at night, I can't go to sleep afterwards. I'm always up for like 2 to 4 hours because I'm so wired. But last night we did a shit talking session with Padawan Paul for the lightsaber meetup.
Really?
Yeah, there was some me and Master Paul on Pacific 414's channel. It's on my Twitter feed, and just go to Pacific 414's YouTube channel. And so we did, like in the olden days, like where or like the UFC meetup where they do the weigh-in and they talk shit, or like in the US or in the back in the wrestling days, when you would have the smack talking. We did one of those. Baron Armentai was there, and then it was pretty funny. Cash Money was there, Pacific was there, Mike was there. And then we ended up bringing on a Star Wars Theology, which is Felix, who's gonna be there at Echo Base as well. It was pretty funny last night. We're talking all kinds of shit.
Now, Asaj Melody says, "Is that how Lucha Libre announcers sound?" Asaj, when Mexican Ironman runs his first Indiegogo campaign, and they go live with that. This is what this is the announcing you're going to hear. Go!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Ya tiene la pelota, la pelota, go!
Oh, Maria, we were so honored to be on with you. Thank you so much, Maria.
I haven't kept track of all my live stream appearances, but according to the playlist that I started creating somewhat in the last year, I've done over 300 live stream appearances. It's nothing like what you've done, but I mean,
I don't know. I can't. I don't keep track of.
Dude, you must have over 3,000 live stream appearances between.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you have to. Because you're like on 20 times a week or 10.
Well, we've got over 1,000. We've done over 1,000 shows here.
Right,
probably closer to 1,100 now.
Right. So let's just assume that for every show you did, you appeared on someone else's channel 3 to 5 times.
Oh my God! Really? In 2 years, 2.5 years? That's crazy.
Isn't that fair to say? Let's say you did 5 shows in the week. Isn't it fair to say you were on probably 3 to 5 other shows that week?
God, yeah.
On an average week, easy.
Yeah, usually, yeah. Yeah, I would say that.
Anyways, and with that,
we are out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for hanging out with us today. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you because you burned it down today. Skål! Everyone out there, be great, be excellent to each other. Always speak friend Anner, and we will catch you guys on the next Taco Tuesday. And if you're going to Nashville, we'll see you there in person this weekend. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
These videos are.
Orderly, I'm Mexican Ironman,
comment,
and I wear a thong.
And hammer that notification bell.
Hi, 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 hi.